In the Tests EGM screen, we can perform tests of pacing threshold, sensitivity and impedance. Here we start with ventricular pacing tests. V-lead, mode DO, amplitude and polarity, the pacing rate, the number of paced cycles before the amplitude decreases. We will increase the pacing rate because we observed frequent extrasystoles. Again, we test in DO mode at 4 volts, unipolar. The test will commence after you select Start. Shortly, we will see paced ventricular events on the screen. Now it's possible to analyze the ventricular channel and evaluate the pacing threshold. We estimated the pacing threshold at 0.75 volts. The test is saved into the memory of the device. Now we switch to the atrial lead with similar parameters. We will perform the test in AOO in this example. We keep 4 volts and we remain at 90 beats per minute, as I know this patient will show Wenckebach conduction at higher rates. A single spike per test and the pulse width at 0.35 milliseconds. We will adjust the monitor so we can also see the ventricular electrogram right here. This allows to verify atrial capture by looking at conducted ventricular events. We will now start the test. It will start at 4 volts with a decrease after every cycle. At the end of this test, we observe that the threshold is at 0.75 volt, with intrinsic conduction towards the ventricle, which has disappeared at 0.5 volts. So we save 0.75 volts into the memory of the pacemaker. The sensitivity test is proposed in DDI mode, but various modes are possible. With also a variable basic rate, we leave it at 30. The AV delay is programmable. We extend it to 250 milliseconds. We can change the sensitivity here. Possible in unipolar or bipolar sensing modes, both for the atrium and for the ventricle. We will start the test. Minimal and maximal values will be depicted. It is the minimal value which will be saved. We will now stop the test, and the value is saved automatically. The impedance tests will be performed for both leads, in the atrium and in the ventricle. We can enter here the test rate, higher than the spontaneous rate. We will start the test here. We will receive impedance, current and the voltage. The values are comparable to earlier values, with the dates of the previous measurements shown here. When we now proceed to EGM, we can get real-time electrograms for the ventricle and atrium, adjustable here. The gain can be changed. When we start the test, we can see that we can make an EGM recording. When we have enough tracings, you may evaluate and change the sweep speed. We go to double speed here and even faster here. The EGM is quite large And with the added cursor, we can, for example, measure an RR interval, in this case at 1000 milliseconds, and a delay between atrial spike and R wave of 300 milliseconds. Another function is the non-invasive pacing study, NIPS. When performing ventricular pacing, an external defibrillator should be in the near vicinity. You can also terminate atrial arrhythmia by performing burst pacing. We will demonstrate a burst. Atrial burst for 2 seconds at 90 beats per minute. We will start NIPS. We will see atrial pacing for 2 seconds at the left of the screen, and then it stops.